Alright, comic kids. We're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna shoot another one. We're doing another video today. Um, Today we're gonna do comic stock spotlight. I'm gonna give you three comics that you guys might want to take a look at, keep your eye on, maybe invest in one or three of this character. This character has been slated to appear in the Modoc animated series, but I feel like if they produce what they're supposed to produce after that, you will see this villain. You want to see what those three comics are? Stay tuned. But if you're enjoying the content that I'm hitting you with, like, subscribe, comment if you want to. I'll answer all of them. And let's continue to discuss topics on our community that furthers our knowledge, advancement, investment skills. I still got a way to go. I still got stuff to learn. Stay tuned to see those three comics, guys. Number one. We have the Uncanny X-Men number 239. Now, this is the first cover appearance of this character. They call it the second appearance of him. Technically, it's the third appearance of him, but hey, some people count cameos, some people don't. I'm different. I count cameos as your first appearance. If you appear in a comic book, even if it's one panel, two panels, that's your first appearance. People know about you then. That being said, today is Mr. Sinister. Now, if you guys have followed the Savage Line storyline in the comic books and the X-Men animated series in the 90s, you would know that Mr. Sinister and Kazar, they peanut butter and jelly. You need the other one to complete that story. Now, this is what I said. This is his first cover appearance. So on his cameo in his first full appearance, he does not appear on the cover at all. So you only know what he looks like in the comics, if you read the comics, which is crazy, but you have to pay attention to that. Now with this, honestly, I can say that's a buy. Right now, the value is pretty low. You can get these for under $25. But it's his first cover appearance, so you finally get to see what he actually looks like on the outside of it. They have a newsstand variant. You see that barcode right there. They have the other one that has like the Spider-Man logo on his face. But I would buy. This is a buy for me. Because you can buy it low while nobody's really high. It's not highly sought after. But this is one of the ones where you know how people like to buy the comics because the character is on the front, right? The character that you want to display is on the front. Mr. Sinister's different, meaning you don't see what he looks like until the third appearance of him. I know some people are like, it's his second. Technically, it's his third. You have one cameo, then you have a full appearance, then you have this. This is his third appearance, first cover appearance to me. That's the way I'm gonna label it. You guys want to label it differently? Hey, do you think? That's nice though. I like that. I like that. That's also the first cover appearance of Madeline Pryor as the Goblin Queen. So that's her first cover appearance too. So it's two characters you get in there that you finally see what they look like on the front covers. Like I said, right now you guys can get this for under $25-$20. You can get it for under that. And I'm talking about decent grades too. You guys might want to check a look out. That's a cheap key. You can get that because once he's actually confirmed that he would appear in the MCU, I'm thinking more towards when they get towards the X-Men and all that. These three comics I'm showing you today are gonna go. Keep a lookout for that, guys. Number 2, and this is the one that's highly sought after of this character. You got the Uncanny X-Men number 221. That's his first full appearance. This is the comic that people are going after. Now you can still find a few copies for $50 here and there. It's actually a few. It's in a lull period because people are like, okay, well he's going to be appearing in the MODOK animated series. They're ready for him to be in the MCU. But I like this cover, y'all. Like, it's got Wolverine being burned or whatever's going on with that. Been shot or burned. That's a nice cover. It's a nice cover. Pretty blue on it that pops out. They have newsstand variants in this as well. That's the Uncanny X-Men. That's those 90s series comics. Well, no, this is 1987. I apologize. But when you get into the 80s and 90s, you get those newsstand variants. Now, to some people it may mean something, some people it doesn't. Me, a high grade newsstand will sell for more than a regular high grade. But that's if you're talking about high grades. If the comic will still be valuable. And I have a newsstand variant of this one. It's just put up somewhere around here. But this is my second copy of this. But hey, I'm going to continue to buy those because I like Mr. Sinister. I like him. It's actually a local comic book shop of mine that I actually have. They have a statue, and I think I'm going to get that within the next week or two. I've been having my eye on it. It's been sitting there for a minute. I'm like, I'm going to get that. Got my Punisher statue like last week or so. I'm going to just get my statue game up. I know I ain't like you guys. I don't have a 14-foot figure and all that stuff. I don't have all that. If I get my hands on it, I'll get my hands on it. But so far, I like the Gallery series. I like the DC and the Marvel Gallery series. I like those. So I tend to buy those. Those are pretty affordable. They don't really hurt your pockets. And, hey, it's still a statue of the character. So every statue I have, like from Darkseid, Black Manta back there, Punisher, Red Hulk, Black Panther down there. Only one I don't have the first appearance of is Bruce Lee, and I'm working on getting that comic book. But if you see a statue of mine, Deathstroke down there, got first appearance of him. Check out my other comic stock spotlight I did of him. But the statues I tend to collect are favorite characters that I already have a first appearance of them. So I feel like once I get it all together and I can finally really start setting up more stuff, I can have a big display case stand and I'll have like the first appearance of the character comic book wise, and then I have a statue in front of it. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be nice, right? But back on topic, that's the highly sought after comic. This is the one that is gonna probably net you the most in value. If you can get your hands on any of these three comics that I'm going to show you today, get your hands on that one. This one's going to do really well once it's actually confirmed that he's going to appear in the MCU. Which I think, it's only a matter of time. Because if they're going to produce a Savage Land series, they have to cast Mr. Sinister. He will be in that series. Him and Kazar are neck and neck. That's their series together. And with that being said, my third comic of Comic Stock Spotlight today. We got the Uncanny X-Men number 213. This is Psylocke joins the X-Men, and this is the first cameo of Mr. Sinister. This is another one. This is like your mid card. The first one I showed you is like the first one I showed you is like it opens up. The second one I showed you is the main event. This is your mid card of this video today. So this can net you a pretty good game too if you have a decent grade in it, because it's his first cameo. So technically it's his first appearance. But it's like you crazy if you think about it. Like, you got the Uncanny X-Men 213, right? Doesn't make his full appearance or his next appearance to the Uncanny X-Men 221. Then he makes his cover appearance by the first time is the Uncanny X-Men 239. So it's a lot of issues in between there that you're like, who the hell is this guy? And then he finally appears. But with this issue, I like because they play off the fact that you always got to have Sabretooth and Wolverine fighting. That's another thing that I think is going to heat up more as we go further along into this few next MCU phases. You're going to see that classic fight of Wolverine and Sabretooth done the Marvel way, not the Fox way. We'll see. That being said, y'all, that's the mid card. I got something coming with him. Sabretooth's a good one too. I told you guys I love the villains. Give me the villains. Mr. Sinister's a villain. Sabretooth's a villain. Give me them guys. That being said, y'all, it's Cash Cow out. This is the end of Comic Stock Spotlight episode number 3. You guys like the content, like, subscribe, comment if you want to. And remember, if you don't hunt, can't complain. Cash Cow out.